Well, good morning and welcome to Willow Oak. Today is Thursday, October the 3rd. It's time to get on this fall garden. So stick around and let's get to planting. Well, we're going to start on our garden today, our fall garden, get going. But before we do, quick update. Today is Thursday, October the 3rd. If you watched my last video, you saw we had a good bit of damage from tropical storm Helene. No structural damage, some trees on some fences, some trees down in pastures. Main thing, we lost power. There are a lot of trees and a lot of damage in the upstate of South Carolina. So we're on day 7 with no power, but the little generator's been doing great. And some of my neighbors been getting power back on a little bit at a time. So hopefully today or tomorrow we'll get power back, but we're gonna survive. Sun's shining, so let's get to planting. So let me show you what we're doing. Collards. Now I've got 3 different types of collards, if you saw me start them. I've got some top crop, and I'm gonna put them here. I planted them last year. They did really well. I'm gonna put some of them here, it's more outside. Then right here, we have our Georgia collards. We're gonna do them halfway down. Planted Georgia collards forever, they're an old favorite, been around. And I got a new variety right here called Top Bunch. Now that's a new one on me, so we're gonna plant those and see if we like those in the rest of this section. As you can see right here, we got a lot more to plant. Got some broccoli, got a little bit of kale, and we've got some Brussels sprouts. Now the last couple of years I have struggled with my Brussels sprouts and my broccoli. The weather around here, we'd plant it, it'd get hot, and it'd start growing and never would produce good. So we're gonna try it again. My collards, they've always done well. So we're gonna get started right here first. Well, no, we're gonna get started out here first. This is our garlic. I ordered some garlic. This is early Italian garlic. As you'd see, I had 4 bulbs, broke them apart, and here they are. I've got them spread out about 6 inches apart, and I'm going to come along and stick them in the ground and cover them. I think I counted when I broke them apart. I think we got like 75 little bulbs. So I'm going to put them root side down, stick them in the ground. That's where we're going to get started, and then we'll move on to the collards. The root side down. All right. Garlic is planted. What I'm going to do is I am going stick that up right there so I know where my garlic ends. I've got one more little section right here where we can put something. Let's move on to our collards now. Okay, well these are our top crop. Let's get to planting. Now I usually plant them tighter down through here. I usually just stagger them and get more in here, but they get kind of tight, and I got plenty of space out here in the other part of my garden. We're gonna plant some more, so we're gonna give them a little more room this year. Give them room to breathe. So there are those 5 planted. I believe I told you wrong earlier. I said the top crop ones I've planted before and the top bunch were the ones I haven't planted. That's backwards. These right here, the top crop, I have never planted before. So we're gonna give them a try. Top bunch were always good to me. So now we're gonna jump over here to the other side, get our Georgia collards in and our top bunch in. Okay, let's get these planted. All right, I got all my collards down in here. Got my top crop, top bunch, and some Georgia down there. Got my garlic in. I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna plant some broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and some more collards. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and water in what I've already got planted. Well, time for an update. We've got the collards inside there planted and watered in. Now we came in this first row right here, in this first bed. We planted Brussels sprouts. I believe they're called Green Gem Brussels sprouts. We've got 20 plants, 10 in each row. They're spaced 16 inches in the row, and the rows are 2 feet apart. So we got them planted. Got them watered in a little bit. And when I get the rest of this planted later on this afternoon, I'm gonna hook up my sprinkler right there and give everything a good drink late this evening. I'm just trying to give it a little water as we go. Now we'll come to this next bed right here, and we're gonna plant broccoli right here. Got 2 different kinds. Got Warthog 29 and Sun King, I believe. So we're gonna plant a little broccoli right now. Well, another update. We've got our broccoli planted. What I have here is 16 plants. I've got them spaced 20 inches apart, and the rows are 2 feet apart. And what I have is down this first row right here, I've got my Sun King. The far row there are my Warthog 29. So we're gonna see how they do. I gave them a quick drink of water. Now we're gonna move on and decide what we want to plant next. Okay, well that's all we're gonna plant today. I got our last bed right here with collards, and I got 3 different types of collards in here. And that's the reason, as I showed in other videos, I always plan out my garden. And I took on this blank one and wrote down what I'd planted where. And there's 2 reasons I do that. The main reason for this fall is because I've got 3 different types of broccoli, and I don't know which ones I planted where, and I reference back to this to see. And the same thing with my broccoli right here. I've got 2 different varieties of broccoli, and maybe see which one produces the best. And reference this and know which one's which, because I don't care. I can say I remember it, but I won't. So that's all we're going to plant for now. And that leaves us 1 full bed we haven't planted yet. And we've got some small bed over there on each side of my cayenne pepper plant. We can put something if we want to. And same thing over there in that corner. There's nothing planted there. And also back in here on the roof, you saw those plants I got left. We still got some stuff to plant down at my son, daughter-in-law's house. And also, I'm giving some of this to my sister so she can plant. But anyway, so that's all we're going to plant for today. And I'm going to come over here now, and I'm going to hook this sprinkler up. You see I've got it screwed to the top of that post right there. It works really well. So I'm going to screw it up, give everything a good drink of water. And we'll come back and I'll show you when I get it going. Well, the sprinkler is going. You can sit down through there. Works really well. So we're going to give it all a good drink of water. Let it all soak in overnight. So we'll check it tomorrow. Well, it's been a few days since we got the garden planted, and everything's looking good. We planted all the beds except 1. Got 1 bed left. Might end up planting something there. I hadn't decided yet. But if we do, we will. If we don't, no problem. We've got plenty planted. So we'll just keep our eye on it, keep it watered. Weather's cooled down just a tad, which is good for these fall crops. And anyway, I want to take a minute to give a shout out to all the power crews, linemen, tree cutters. As you know, Hurricane or Tropical Storm Helene came through our area, took down a lot of trees, did a lot of damage, power lines. People were without power for a long time. Matter of fact, there's still some people without power. We were out for 10 days here, but we had a generator, so we survived. But a big thank you for all those folks that worked so hard night and day to get that straightened back out. So it's another beautiful day here in the upstate of South Carolina. We're going to get things back together. So anyway, until next time, hope you have a great week.